Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel, Crystal Path of Light, and I'm here to do the reading for the Capricorn season for all of us non-Capricorns. Although if you have Capricorn in your natal chart, you might want to listen to the Capricorn reading as well. I have 3 placements in Capricorn, even though I'm a Scorpio, so that reading really resonated with me. This is for non-Capricorns to navigate through the Capricorn season from December 21st through January 20th, from 12/21/19 to January 20th, 2020. And there's a lot going on in Capricorn. So first, let's talk about what is the archetype of Capricorn. It's the house of I control or I choose. I'm going to use the words I choose because I feel that I choose is a better personification of what Capricorn embodies. It's the 10th house, and the 10th house is the house of work and career, public display, but it's also our legacy, right? It's more than just work. It's work is not our legacy. That's the old school way of thinking. Our legacy is everything we leave behind. And Capricorn is represented by the goat for a reason. The mountain goat represents completing the task, represents evolution, higher consciousness, scaling that mountaintop. He can't stop. He is going to ascend to the highest peak, but he also understands on a very deep level that we're never done. There's always another peak to climb. So it's not in our highest interest to think that journey is about getting to the top and then we're done. It's never done. Capricorn is going to flow into Aquarius. This reading is to help us assist with the I choose, as well as an understanding of its ruler Saturn. So Saturn rules Capricorn, and Saturn is the great teacher, the taskmaster. A lot of people talk about being Saturn spanked when they don't listen to what the universe is wanting for them or walk their talk. And, to a certain extent, yeah, that's true. But being a co-creator and, being empowered and creating our own reality and being accountable for what we do, it's just a reflection of where we're focused on. So Saturn prepares us with contraction to balance out that with the Jupiter abundance aspect of more and receiving abundance and enjoying it, because without that contraction, we just expand and explode. Without that contraction, that understanding about that we're never done, and moment by moment and bit by bit and step by step we ascend and evolve, that's the way we hold on to our growth and expansion. Okay, so they go hand in hand. There is a lot going on as well with, we've got the beginning of Capricorn starts with the winter solstice, the longest night of the year, showing us that there's a time to go within, a time for dark. It's not negative. We can't always be out in the sun, bringing crops in. There's a time for the earth to go within and underground. Nature understands that. For some reason, as humans, we just want to go. So there's also the Capricorn new moon, which is December 26th, and it is the solar eclipse day as well. And then the full moon that comes during Capricorn season is in Cancer on January 10th, 2020, and that's a lunar eclipse. So we have the eclipse cycle during this Capricorn time of scaling the mountain, walking on our higher path. I choose. What I choose is what the world is, my reality is reflecting back at me. That's what we need to understand with Capricorn. So what are eclipses really for on a spiritual level? They're like a computer reboot. The solar eclipse often will show up with sudden changes in our reality, like external things, because the sun is our directive energy. It's what we're showing the world. And then the lunar eclipse, the full moon on the 10th, which is the wolf moon, by the way, is about changing what needs to be tweaked, going within. Again, the moon reflecting our inner secrets, our inner self, what we hold back. And so it's this reboot time, this eclipse, and it's beautiful because we're coming into a whole new decade. So this is a powerful reading for us. So starting with the Crystal Ally cards first, this bottom card represents what message we're asked to take with us as we finish Sagittarius, wrapped up on the 21st, the I perceive fire sign of Sagittarius, moving into this earth element sign, which I might not have said. This Capricorn is the cardinal startup earth element energy of the 12 astrological signs, okay? So we're being asked to move forward with a water element message of sacred sounds. This is governed by Chrysocolla, and water element again is about receptivity. It's not about taking a bunch of action. It's about going with the flow, allowing, releasing, trusting our inner knowing, keeping things sort of within ourselves, but this is sacred sounds. This is speaking from the heart. We're being asked to have learned the lessons of Sagittarius that I perceive, and speaking out, using our words, using our breath of spirit within us, wind, to speak out words of love, words of what, focusing on what we truly want, where we're going as we wrap up this 2019, moving into 2020. Okay, because words are powerful. That when we have a thought and we speak it out, it does float out into the universe. And so they're like sacred prayers. And that's what water element is asking. Please choose your words coming from alignment, coming from your heart, coming from what you truly want, going into this startup earth element energy with the solstice and then the eclipses and the wrapping up of a whole decade into this new decade of starting with 2020. The basis for us is another water element card, joy and gratitude, governed by kunzite and hiddenite. This is the yin and the yang in balance. This is the only card that has two stones on it, because they're both representative of, one is the physical heart and one is the emotional body of the heart coming together in perfect balance. So balance of joy and gratitude, balance of masculine and feminine, balance of all things, understanding that they have to meet and come together. We can't really hold abundance and allow abundance to manifest in our lives without this state of joy and gratitude. Breathing in joy, expressing out gratitude for all that is, understanding and going with the flow. Really recapping your year rather than focusing on how intense and horrible it was and all the negative things that happened. How about we sit and speak sacred sounds, words of love, words of joy and gratitude. That's the basis for this month. Wake up in the morning and allow your first words to be, even if you're talking to the air, even if someone's sleeping beside you and thinks, what is she doing or he doing? It is such a joy to be in this body starting a new day. I'm reborn today. It's so much. I have gratitude for the trees. I have gratitude for my family, whatever it is. That's the message for you, and it's powerful, powerful magic. It can shift your life, and it can shift it gently. The lesson is receptive power. So we're really being asked so far, this is a very receptive reading for non-Capricorns, okay? They had storm like crazy in theirs, the Capricorns. Transformation, change, dynamic, empowerment. Non-Capricorns, this is all about, again, going within, because this is earth element. Capricorn is the startup energy of earth. Earth element represents our physicality, our body, everything we touch, finances, foundation, structure, family. This is the feminine, the female power card governed by Cuprite. So we're being asked to learn through this joy and gratitude, through speaking words out to the universe about what we truly want. That's how we pull the creation from deep within ourselves. This is about something that we want to create throughout this year. It's not about it just instantly manifesting, because the receptive power card is talking about long-term things, a pregnancy, writing a book, doing something, creating a whole new business, a whole new relationship, whatever it is. That's your lesson, to trust, to come from this state of receptivity, of knowing you have the ability to create from beyond the void deep within yourself and pull it out from your deep feminine receptive powers. And men, we all have directive male, receptive female power and balance within us. It's supposed to be balanced, just like joy and gratitude. All right, we have a directive side and we have a receptive side. Who Pride is asking us to, and there's water here, and there's fire here, and there's earth here, and this is the female symbol. So learn this through this joy and gratitude. That's our greatest lesson with this startup energy of earth element. So it's allowing us to connect with this creativity we have deep within ourselves in the learning position to move forward into this new decade in 2020. This is the spirit card. This is the cell phone call directly to the divine, to God, to source, to however you want to call it, the universe. And the spirit card is integration. So again, even though this is fire element, right? It's governed by Agerine. And this integration message is about knowing when to stop, drop, and allow the integration of all we've been creating into us. Goes very well with all this receptivity. So Spirit is saying, we were talking about what winter solstice represents. And during the intense solar and lunar eclipse cycle in between, during that wormhole in between them, allow the integration of all you've been through without judgment, with love and compassion, with joy and gratitude, and allow yourself to feel those sparks of creativity deep within yourselves and integrate it into you so you can use this energy moving forward to create something new from this new integrated state. Spirit is saying we have to be able to let go of some of the information and all the excess stuff we do. You know, we run around going from, some of us, from healer to healer to healer, doing all these modalities, learning all these modalities, working. But there's time that, there's a saying, take what you need and leave the rest. And integration, if we don't allow the integration, we can't pull out this creativity, because we won't have it deep within us. That's how we get it, from integration. The outcome for us through this, the outcome for us through this beautiful Capricorn season, non-Capricorns, is through this I choose, through this decision to come into it with such a sense of joy and gratitude for all we've been through and all that is, and this moment we are coming through Capricorn and moving into Aquarius with the manifest light energy. This is earth element energy governed by hematite. And you see this beautiful hematite stone just glowing with light from spirit coming down into form. This is the highest evolved earth element stone on the planet. And the message for us is, through this joy and gratitude, integration of what we need to take forward into 2020, we're going to be living as spirit in physicality, manifesting our highest potential as we move into 2020. Who doesn't want that? But in order to do that, we have to learn to trust our inner knowing, pull out creation from our inner self. It's not about running around studying and learning something new and piling on. We've got to integrate this knowledge into wisdom so we can manifest this. And there's another message with this card, and that is that we are here to create. You know, in physical form, we get to create energy from chaos. We get to bring energy into matter. Only humans can do that. When we've transitioned back to spirit, we can't do that anymore. So it's about enjoying it. It's about sharing your gifts with the world in your own unique way and moving forward into Aquarius, carrying this beautiful earth element energy. The influencer is transformation. So the around the whole reading is the storm element card of transformation. So for non-Capricorns, we're being told that circling this is storm element, earth, fire, water, and wind, coming together to create this event to allow us to come out of this. Should we choose, we have to agree to choose joy and gratitude. We have to agree to listen to the divine and integrate what we've learned and our healing, whatever healing modalities we've been doing, allow the integration period so that we can manifest our highest potential and transform, have a change of form. This is earth element moving forward into 2020. Okay, it's interesting because this was the outcome for the Capricorns. And they had a water element card as their influencer, and we have the reverse. We have water here, and the influencer is storm. But very, very powerful reading for us. So as far as the Hidden Realm Tarot, it's the same. I have a Hidden Realm card under each of these, and they will combine with the Crystal Ally cards to give us a little bit more of an idea of how to work with these energies. So coming in from Sagittarius, I perceive, into Capricorn, I choose. We're given the Two of Swords. This is air element or wind element in the tarot deck. And we had water, sacred sounds. We're being told that coming into Capricorn, we have two choices. There's sort of mixed feelings you have. And what do I choose? Do I choose joy and gratitude? Do I choose to speak from the heart? Or do I continue on feeling like I can't, or I'm not good enough, or whatever? But the message here is align with your heart and make your choice. There's really no right or wrong, okay? Because we can shift anything that we want in an empowered state. Just because things aren't working out for us, just because we're thinking a certain way, if we come from this beautiful sacred sounds and joy and gratitude way, then we will make the right choice. So align with your heart. What does your heart want? And understand that if you're coming from there, you're protected. The basis card for non-Capricorns is the Tower. This is the blasted beach in this card, but in traditional tarot, it's the Tower. And it has a little bit of a different connotation. You see these two beings falling from a lightning strike that hit the beech tree, and they're falling. But it's more about sort of this, the basis of this month for non-Capricorns is this sudden understanding, an abrupt understanding of, wow, the light's on now, the shift and the change. And it's about joy and gratitude. It's the understanding of how to work with water element and understand how you can shift your entire life by going with the flow, by releasing what no longer is serving you, by choosing love, by choosing to be grateful, by choosing to speak words like this. And let's see where this takes us, okay? So that's, the joy and gratitude is a powerful switch for us. You can look at the cup as half empty, or you can look at the cup as half full. And the lesson is the Page of Swords. So through this receptive power, through this pulling of this creation out, again, it's air element. We have the Two of Swords here, and now the Page is a muse of energy. That's how I read this card. So there's air element or wind element energy here. And some of the information can feel challenging, but this is a lesson position. This is for us to learn to trust our inner self, not necessarily what the world is telling us, okay? So that's your lesson. Sometimes information may be given to you that doesn't sound right. Go within. Trust your inner self. You know what you want to create. You know where you want to go. You want to get to this manifest light. So the lesson is taking the energy, taking the messages from that you receive, and trusting in what you know. Because sometimes they're not coming from, they can feel challenging. They can feel like, oh, a setback. But it's not necessarily true, because this creation is coming from within you. It's not an external thing. The Spirit card from the Hidden Realm Tarot is the Emperor. This was the Capricorn card's outcome. So through this integration of fire element and empowerment and creativity, through allowing what you've learned and been working on for so long, your spirit is saying you get to be the emperor of your life. You get to be this empowered ruler of who rules justly and fairly and listens to wind element with clarity and coming from this higher point rather than fear and monkey mind, okay? So Spirit is saying this integration is going to allow you to make really powerful decisions for yourself. And that's what you want in order to manifest light. The outcome is the Eight of Wands. Beautiful. And it goes so well with this manifest light. This is fire element. And you see she's shooting an arrow right at us, right into our hearts, and not to kill us. It's fire element energy. It's the Eight of Wands represents all this stuff we've been doing. It's really a message that it's all been done already. We just need to allow the joy of it to manifest, coming from this state of trust, of understanding that all these balls are in the air and there's so much going on, but manifest with joy. What do you want to create? What do you want to bring forth? This Eight of Wands is allowing sort of the creation we're pulling out from deep within ourselves to take a bit of form. It's telling us that even though we're not going to see it by the end of the month, it's already done. It's already done. Trust in it. Have joy. Have fun being here. Just go with it. Moving into Aquarius. The influencer. Wow. This is the exact same influencer that the Capricorns got. It's the Knight of Cups. This is water element again. So we have 3 water element cards and 2 earth. And the Knight of Cups energy is, you know, this transformation is definitely is going to be seen through water element, through relationship, through the way we communicate, love, receptivity, our inner knowing, our kinesthetic being, going with the flow. The message is for this transformation, this energy of transformation around is about allowing yourself to balance your emotions and water and come from this beautiful heart-centered state during Capricorn, this startup earth element energy, shifting that from being over dramatic and overdoing and overthinking and too much emotion, witnessing it. He is witnessing his water. He's looking into this cup. He looks very calm. Maybe he's wishing for something to come. He's wishing for love or wanting love, but he's not overcome with emotion. And this Knight of Cups can often sometimes mean an energy of someone coming into your life bringing a lot of drama, but that's what needs to transform. Okay? So the Unicorn card is it's our soul card that ties in all these messages. It's the unicorns walking with us on our soul path, our soul journey that is never done, as Capricorn energy fully understands. It's scaling the mountain continually and ascending and ascending and ascending. And the unicorns, the angels open our heart, and the unicorns allow us to walk through, and they support us endlessly with our soul journey and allow us to connect with our soul, because it's our higher self is the pilot of our soul. That's where we want to be navigating our life. That's where we're protected and won't mess up. And we have the card of freedom. So there's so much freedom to be had when we can allow ourselves to speak from love and from the heart. Allow this blasted beach to shift you from lack into this state of joy and gratitude. Allow yourself to trust and believe in your receptive power and your creativity. Allow the integration during this time so that you can come out the emperor ruling your kingdom and manifest your highest potential through taking the action required, but understanding that freedom comes when you can just be in the moment, in utter gratitude, filled with love, filled with joy, no shackles, no chains, because you don't need any. You're here to have a joyful existence on life. That's what it's about, and that's what the unicorns want for you. This happens to be a Pegasus, but they're connected with the unicorns, and she's free. She's just living in the moment. She's choosing to be independent and free and allow herself to be governed by her inner source, inner soul, coming from the heart, filled with love. You know, there could be a relationship here that's coming, because this is an arrow of love. This is creating something. This is manifesting. There's tons of water here, and this Knight of Cups came up in Capricorn as well. So that could be something that some of you are really wanting to manifest, but you can't manifest it coming from wound, coming from when will this come? I'm not good enough. You have to allow yourself to align with self-love first and foremost, and then the transformation comes through aligning and resonating with someone who's in that same space so you can have some beautiful relationship. The last card is from the Abraham Hicks Law of Attraction deck, and it is, why do I want the relationship I want? Think about what you want in a relationship and why you want it. Look for those around you who are experiencing good relationships and feel appreciation for them. Make lists of the positive aspects of those good feeling relationships you have spent time with. In fact, one of the fastest ways to make your way to a wonderful relationship is to find any subject that consistently makes you feel good, even if it has nothing to do with relationship and love. So interestingly, for the month, we have a Law of Attraction card that's talking about how to manifest light, how to manifest a beautiful relationship for us, for each of us. And it's individual because we're all unique and all different. What I want in a relationship might be different from what you want in a relationship, or etc. And if it's not a relationship you want as far as love, relationships with coworkers, relationship with family. Water element governs all relationship, and relationship is anytime you're communicating with someone, we're in relationship. But for those who really want to bring in and manifest a relationship, it's here in this startup energy of Capricorn. Align with what brings you joy. Get clear about what you want and allow the Eight of Wands to shoot that arrow into you, but let go of how it's going to look and just enjoy yourself. Focus on what you want to create from within yourself. Come from this place of joy and gratitude and allow this transformation so this Knight of Cups can come in should you choose to want this person to come in. You might want to have freedom in a different way. Anyway, if you like this reading and would like to schedule a private reading with me, you can do so by sending me a private message. I'm on Instagram, Crystal Path of Light. I'm on Facebook, Crystal Path of Light. You can also email me at crystalpathoflight@gmail.com, and we can set up a distance reading. I also do healing sessions, energetic, different modalities. You can contact me about those should you feel that you want to look at your energetic body and whether you have imbalances in the chakras or in the energetic system. We can release them. We can channel some new energy into you. We can discuss that. And if you like and resonate with this video, please share it. Please give me a like and subscribe. And I wish you a beautiful Capricorn season to all my non-Capricorns. And I will talk to you and see you in Aquarius season. All my love.